Energy manipulation is probably something that has always intrigued you. Maybe you've heard about it in passing, in movies, series, books, or one of those random short clips that appear on your phone. But chances are, no one has ever told you the absolute truth behind this concept. Energy manipulation isn't just real. It's a natural skill that you're already using every single day, without even being aware of it. And the most powerful part? It's something you can start controlling consciously, right now. But what does it actually mean to manipulate energy? Are we talking about moving objects with your mind? Lighting candles with a snap? Shooting lightning from your hands like in the movies? Not exactly. What you're about to discover is something far more powerful, real, and accessible. Something with the potential to transform every single aspect of your life. Energy isn't some mysterious force reserved for a chosen few. It's literally all around you, within you, and everything you are. Every single thing that exists is pure energy in constant motion. Your thoughts, your emotions, your physical body, the people around you, the situations you experience daily. It's all just energy vibrating at different frequencies. This means that, whether you're aware of it or not, you are already manipulating energy every single second. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, every intention you set, every decision you make, it all moves and shapes energy. But the difference between doing it consciously or unconsciously is massive. Because that is where the line is drawn between living the life you truly desire or feeling stuck in situations that never seem to change. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract luck, abundance, success, and amazing connections, while others constantly face problems, hard situations, or toxic relationships? It's not luck. It's not fate. It's not coincidence. It's the energy each person is projecting into the world, without even realizing it. And that brings us to the first core truth you need to fully absorb right now. Everything you're living right now is a direct reflection of how you're moving and manipulating the energy within and around you. It's that simple. It's that powerful. If you want to change your life, you'll need to learn how to master your energy. Let's look at a practical example to make this crystal clear. Imagine you're heading into an important meeting or a job interview. You're nervous, anxious, doubting yourself. On the outside, you smile and act politely. But inside, you're vibrating with insecurity. What kind of energy do you think you're projecting as you enter that room? You're sending out clear signals of doubt, nervousness, and anxiety. And even if no one can explain exactly what they feel, people will sense that energy. And they will respond accordingly. The result? The meeting doesn't go as well as it could have, not because you lack talent, but because you manipulated the energy against yourself, without even knowing it. Now picture the opposite. Same meeting. But this time, before walking in, you take a moment to align your energy. You reconnect with who you are, your worth, the confidence that lives inside you. You enter the room with calm certainty. This time, your energy radiates presence, strength, and confidence. And the people in that room will instantly react to that energy, even if they don't understand why. That's real-world energy manipulation. That's controlling situations from a deep, invisible level, but one that's incredibly powerful. And here's the best part. This isn't a skill reserved for special people. You can start using it right now, exactly where you are. You just need to understand a few basic principles and practice them with discipline and commitment. Let's start with one of the most important truths. Energy always follows attention. Where you place your attention is where your energy flows. If you're constantly focused on problems, conflicts, or the things you don't want, you're literally feeding those situations with your energy, making sure they grow and repeat in your life. But when you consciously focus on solutions, gratitude, and the things you do want to experience, you're directing your energy toward those outcomes. And according to universal law, what you focus on expands. But be careful here, because this is where many people fall into a trap. You can't just think positive on the surface. Real energy manipulation requires intense emotion, absolute clarity, and complete alignment between what you think, feel, and do. For example, if you say, "I want abundance," but you constantly worry about bills or complain that everything is expensive, your real energy is coming from lack. And that's exactly what you'll keep attracting. To manipulate energy effectively, you need to learn to deeply align your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions. When you achieve this alignment, you'll start attracting things into your life that feel almost magical, but they're not. They're simply the natural result of mastering your own energy. Part 2. How your energy affects others and your reality. Another powerful truth that almost no one tells you about energy manipulation is this. Your energy doesn't only shape your personal circumstances, it directly influences how other people react to you. Have you noticed how, depending on your mood when you walk into your home, your partner, family, or friends respond to you in completely different ways? That's not random. They're responding to the energy you bring into the space. If you want to improve any relationship in your life, you can consciously manipulate your own energy to completely transform the dynamic between you and the other person. Here's an example. Let's say there's often tension or conflict at home. Before walking in, take a few moments to visualize and truly feel deep peace, harmony, and mutual understanding. Send that energy out intentionally, before even opening the door. When you enter, you'll immediately feel the atmosphere shift, without saying or doing anything different, simply because you changed your internal vibration. And that is manipulating energy in real time. It creates what seem like miracles, but these effects are completely natural and predictable once you understand how universal laws work. This ability is so powerful that once you begin mastering it, you can start applying it to every area of your life: work, money, relationships, health, creativity, unexpected opportunities, even what some people call luck. Because here's another ultimate truth. There is no such thing as luck or coincidence. There is only your ability to move and direct energy consciously at every moment. If you haven't been doing it until now, or if no one ever explained it to you, today marks a new beginning. From this moment on, you no longer have excuses. You now know that energy manipulation is real. And you know you can start using it right now. What you're about to discover next will completely change how you understand and experience your reality. So far, you've learned that energy manipulation is not only real, but that you're doing it constantly, whether you're aware of it or not. Now it's time to go deeper and discover how to use this consciously and powerfully with real techniques you can apply starting today. Because knowing it exists isn't enough. The real goal is to transform your life through this knowledge. Let's begin with one of the most important universal laws that governs everything in your life: the law of resonance. You might have heard of it before, maybe through concepts like the law of attraction, but very few people explain how it truly works. The law of resonance is simple in essence, but incredibly powerful in practice. It states that everything in this universe vibrates at a specific frequency. Every person, every thought, every emotion, and every situation. And you can only attract into your life what is vibrating at the same frequency as you. That's the key. If you desire something deeply, you first need to vibrate at the same frequency as that desire. In other words, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Let's break it down with a simple real-world example. Imagine you want more financial abundance in your life. Many people do, but very few actually manifest it. Why? Because most people think about money from a place of lack. They say things like, "I need more money. I can't afford anything. Everything is so expensive." These phrases may seem harmless, but they broadcast a constant energetic signal of scarcity. And according to the law of resonance, what happens next is obvious. You attract more situations that reflect exactly that scarcity. Because energy doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to your dominant frequency. So if you truly want to experience more abundance, the first step is to radically change how you think, feel, and act about money. You have to start vibrating from a place of real abundance before it even physically arrives. For example, start thinking and saying things like, "Money flows to me constantly. Every day brings new financial opportunities. The universe is full of abundance, and I'm fully worthy of receiving it." But be careful. Don't just say these words on autopilot. You have to feel them deeply, believe them, and let them resonate from within. When you do that consistently, you'll start manipulating energy with intention, and your external reality will begin shifting in powerful ways. Suddenly, new ideas appear. Unexpected encounters happen. Opportunities you never imagined show up, because now, your dominant energy is aligned with abundance. Part 3. Transforming relationships and healing through energy. Let's look at another extremely clear example, this time in your personal relationships. Have you noticed how some people keep repeating the same painful relationship patterns? They always meet someone who treats them poorly. They always argue. They always end up in toxic dynamics. This isn't just bad luck or coincidence. They're vibrating from a place of unhealed emotional wounds, low self-worth, or deep insecurity. And until they change that internal frequency, they'll keep attracting the exact same kind of relationships again and again. So, if this sounds familiar to you, if your relationships feel repetitive or painful, here's what you need to do. You must begin by healing your personal energy. Work deeply on loving yourself, valuing yourself, and respecting yourself genuinely. When you do this, you start emitting a completely different energetic signal to the universe. And by the law of resonance, you'll begin attracting entirely different people into your life. People who reflect that new energy of self-love and inner respect. That's the real magic of conscious energy manipulation. You change yourself on the inside, and the world outside changes automatically. Now let's move to something even more practical. A simple but powerful technique you can start using right now to manipulate energy in any situation you want to improve. This technique is called conscious energy projection. And here's how it works. Clearly identify a specific situation you want to shift. Maybe it's an upcoming meeting, a first date, a tough conversation, or anything else important. A few minutes before the event, close your eyes and visualize exactly how you want it to unfold. Don't just think about it. Feel it deeply. Imagine it already happened exactly how you hoped. Feel the emotion you'd experience if it already turned out perfectly. Maybe it's joy, peace, satisfaction, or deep gratitude. When you combine a clear mental image with an intense real emotion, you are literally projecting powerful energy into the near future. You're manipulating the situation before it happens, laying down the energetic foundation to receive exactly what you desire. Do this with discipline, and you'll begin seeing extraordinary results. Why? Because you're no longer leaving your life to chance. You're actively creating the outcome you want, on an energetic level, before it even happens. At first, This might sound too good to be true. But once you begin using this technique seriously and consistently, the results will be so impressive that you'll never doubt your ability to consciously manipulate energy again. But here comes another truth you need to know right now. Once you begin mastering this power, you can no longer blame anything or anyone for your life. Conscious energy manipulation means taking full responsibility for every situation you experience. Everything that comes into your life is a direct reflection of what you've been projecting, whether you realized it or not. That idea might feel uncomfortable at first. It means letting go of the victim mindset. It means you can no longer say, "This just happened to me." But soon, you'll discover something liberating. Taking full responsibility gives you total power. It means there are no real limits to what you can create, transform, or experience. Finally, before we go even deeper into this extraordinary topic, there's one more important warning. Conscious energy manipulation is not a one-time trick. It requires daily practice, ongoing attention, and real commitment. It's a way of life. A new way of showing up in the world, every moment, every situation, every interaction. But here's what I can promise you. If you commit to this path, your life will change in ways you can't even imagine right now. Because energy never lies. Energy always responds to the one who knows how to use it wisely. Part 4. Resonance, Abundance, and Daily Energy Alignment. Now that you understand how energy works and how it responds to your internal state, it's time to go deeper into how to align yourself daily with what you truly want to create. Let's revisit a universal law we touched on earlier. The law of resonance. This law doesn't just govern your thoughts or your emotions, it governs your entire reality. Every thought, every belief, every emotional state you hold has a frequency. And the universe is constantly matching your external reality to your internal vibration. So if you're vibrating with fear, stress, or scarcity, you will inevitably attract more situations that resonate with those frequencies. But when you begin vibrating with gratitude, confidence, abundance, and clarity, you begin attracting opportunities, solutions, and even miracles. Here's the key idea again, because it's one of the most important things you'll ever learn. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So how do you become the version of yourself that attracts what you desire? You begin to live from that frequency. Now, start by shifting your internal language. Instead of saying, "I hope this works out," say, "It's already working in my favor." Instead of thinking, "I never have enough," think, "I always have more than I need." But it's not just about saying it. You must feel it. Your body, your emotions, and your thoughts must be aligned. True energy manipulation requires coherence. Let's say you want financial abundance. That means thinking thoughts of abundance, feeling emotions of abundance, and acting from a place of trust and generosity, not fear and lack. This kind of alignment creates a powerful magnetic field around you. That field communicates clearly to the universe, and the universe always responds. And here's where it gets really exciting. Once you master this alignment, you'll begin to notice that life starts working for you. Things fall into place. The right people show up. You're in the right place at the right time. And it doesn't feel like you're forcing anything. It just flows. But make no mistake. This is not luck. This is the science of energy at work. Let's talk now about daily alignment, because this is the secret that separates those who know about energy and those who actually master it. Here's a simple but life-changing practice you can begin today. Every morning, take 10 minutes to visualize your ideal day. See it clearly. Feel it. Imagine everything unfolding exactly how you want it. Throughout the day, take small moments to pause and check your energy. Ask yourself, what frequency am I on right now? If you're feeling stress, fear, or negativity, stop. Breathe deeply. Visualize white light entering your body and restoring your energetic balance. Every night, before you go to sleep, take 10 more minutes to visualize one specific thing you want to manifest in your life. Feel gratitude in advance. Act as if it's already on the way. If you do this every day, consistently, your energy will begin to shift in ways that are both dramatic and permanent. Because the truth is this: energy responds to consistency, not to wishful thinking, not to one-time effort, but to daily, conscious alignment. And when you make this a way of life, there's no limit to what you can create. Part 5. Healing the Past, Creating the Future. By now, you've grasped how your energy shapes your present reality. But here's something even more powerful, something that sounds impossible at first, but is deeply true once you experience it. Your energy can change your past and your future. Let's start with the past. Almost everyone carries old emotional wounds, painful memories that, even if they happened years ago, still influence our decisions, our relationships, and our overall well-being. So how can you use energy to heal what already happened? There's a powerful technique called energetic reprogramming of the past. It works like this. Identify a painful memory, something that still triggers discomfort or sadness. Maybe it's a breakup, a betrayal, a trauma, or a moment where you felt abandoned or rejected. Sit in a quiet space. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Visualize that past event like a movie playing in front of you. Watch it unfold, but from a place of calm observation. Now, project from your heart a powerful, healing light, pure love, compassion, and understanding toward your younger self in that scene. Imagine that version of you being embraced, supported, and completely understood. You're not changing the facts, you're changing the energy connected to them. And that changes everything. As you do this repeatedly, the emotional weight of the past begins to dissolve. You'll notice that certain memories lose their power to hurt you. You begin to feel free. And that freedom changes your present. Because all the energy that was once locked up in those wounds becomes available to you again. Energy you can now use to create your future. And speaking of the future, here's another astonishing truth. You can energetically create the future you desire, right now. This isn't wishful thinking. It's not magic. It's not fiction. It's simply the application of everything you've learned so far. Here's how you do it, using the technique of conscious future creation. Identify clearly what you want. It could be a job, a relationship, a new home, a trip, a goal, anything. Every day, spend at least 10 minutes visualizing that future as if it's already happening. See it in full detail. Imagine the colors, the sounds, the smells, the people involved. Most importantly, feel the emotions of living that reality right now. Joy, gratitude, fulfillment, excitement. As you do this, you're not just imagining. You're broadcasting energy into your future. You're creating an energetic path for that future to come to you. If you stay consistent and detached from the how, your manifestations will begin appearing, often faster and in more surprising ways than you could ever plan. Why does it work? Because your job is not to control the method. Your job is to generate the right frequency, and the universe handles the rest. This is one of the most important lessons. Stop worrying about how your desires will arrive. Start trusting the energy you're sending out. Let the universe deliver in its own time and way, because it always does. Part 6. Protecting your energy and the power of boundaries. Once you start working with your energy consciously, something incredible happens. Your sensitivity increases. You begin to feel energy more clearly. You walk into a room and instantly know if something feels off. You meet someone, and before they even speak, you sense their emotional state. This is an incredible gift. But it also means you'll need to protect your own energy daily. Because when you're more energetically aware, you'll also be more vulnerable to external influences, especially negative or toxic ones. Here's where most people get stuck. They open themselves up to energy, but forget to create boundaries. They start absorbing everything around them, including stress, fear, and low vibrations from others. This is where energetic protection becomes vital. Let me teach you one of the most powerful tools for this. The energy shield technique. Each morning, before you leave your home, take a few minutes to visualize yourself surrounded by a bubble of light. Bright, strong, protective. This bubble isn't hard or aggressive. It's soft but impenetrable. It filters all energy that comes near you. Set the intention clearly. Only high-frequency, loving, and beneficial energy is allowed into my field today. Throughout your day, if you feel drained or overwhelmed, take a moment to close your eyes, reconnect with that bubble, and reaffirm your energetic boundary. This is simple, but it works like magic. You'll start noticing how much lighter you feel, how much less affected you are by other people's moods, negativity, or chaos. Protecting your energy is not about isolation. It's about sovereignty. It means you are the master of your field, and you decide what enters and what stays out. And it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about something even more advanced. You can also shift the energy of a space. Ever walked into a room and instantly felt heavy, tense, or sad, even if no one said a word? You were picking up on the energetic residue left behind by people or events. But here's the good news. You can cleanse and elevate the energy of any space. This is called energetic harmonization of environments. Here's how to do it. Find a quiet moment. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Visualize a powerful beam of white light radiating from your chest. See it expanding outward until it fills the entire room or environment around you. As that light spreads, imagine it neutralizing any dense or negative energy, transforming it into peace, joy, and harmony. Feel the emotion of that transformation. Breathe it in. Let it settle. When you're done, open your eyes slowly, and know that the energy of that space has been altered because of you. This works powerfully in your home, at work, during meetings, or even in public spaces. The more often you do it, the stronger your influence becomes. People will start saying things like, "There's something about this place that feels so good." Or, "I always feel calm around you." That's not a coincidence. It's the direct effect of your conscious energy manipulation. But here's a crucial truth. You can only influence others energetically if they are open to it, consciously or unconsciously. This is what we call energetic permission. Even when your intentions are pure and loving, you can't force anyone to receive your energy if they're not ready for it. That's why ethical energy work always respects free will. Still, in most cases, people naturally accept positive energy when it's sent with authenticity and compassion, because love is universally magnetic. Let's go even deeper. What if you're about to have a difficult conversation with someone who's upset with you? Instead of walking into it full of fear or defensiveness, try this. Before the conversation, close your eyes and visualize sending energy from your heart to theirs. Imagine it filled with understanding, empathy, and healing. Picture this energy reaching them, calming their emotions even before you speak. When you finally meet, you'll often find the conversation flows more peacefully than expected, because they've already felt your energy on an unconscious level. Words may lie, but energy never does. And that leads us to another technique. One of the most powerful tools for shifting how people perceive you energetically. The conscious projection of self-image. This isn't about faking anything. It's about amplifying the most powerful version of who you really are, so others feel it without you saying a word. Before any important event, a job interview, a date, a public appearance, take a few moments to do this. Visualize yourself as your most confident, grounded, and radiant self. See it clearly, your posture, your voice, your energy. Feel it in your body. Feel what it's like to be that person. Walk into the situation knowing that your energy is already communicating who you are, before you even open your mouth. What happens next? People respond. They say things like, "I don't know why, but I trust you." Or, "You have something about you. I can't explain it." That's energetic communication in action. But here's the final key to this section. You can't fake energy. You can't pretend to be confident while secretly vibrating fear. You can't pretend to be kind while carrying resentment. Energy is honest. It's the most honest language there is. That's why conscious manipulation of energy must always come from a place of truth and alignment. You're not creating a false version of yourself. You're revealing the most empowered version that's already within you. Part 7. Healing the body and unlocking energetic health. You already understand that your thoughts and emotions are energy. But did you know that your physical body is energy, too? Every cell, every organ, every system in your body is made up of vibrating energy at different frequencies. That means you can use conscious energy manipulation not just to shift your mind or your circumstances, but to heal your body itself. This may sound unbelievable until you realize it's already been happening around you. You've heard stories of people who've recovered from serious illnesses miraculously, or individuals who heal much faster than expected after injuries or surgeries. Doctors may call these cases medical anomalies or unexplained recoveries. But what if they're actually clear evidence of the power of energy healing? Let's break it down. When you're sick, in pain, or feeling unwell, what's really happening is that the energy flow in certain parts of your body is either blocked, distorted, or out of balance. If you can learn to restore that energetic flow consciously, you can trigger deep physical healing. This doesn't mean you should reject traditional medicine, but it does mean you can use energy manipulation as a powerful complement, one that accelerates recovery and enhances results. Let's explore a technique called conscious energy healing. Start by identifying the part of your body that needs healing, whether it's a headache, a muscle pain, a stomach issue, or something deeper. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and focus your awareness on the affected area. Now, visualize a warm, radiant light, often green or white, flowing into that part of your body. As the light enters, see it cleansing, restoring, and rebalancing every cell in that area. Feel a strong emotion of relief, ease, and healing, as if it's already happening right now. While you do this, speak internally to your body with clear and loving phrases. You are healing now. You are whole. Every cell is returning to perfect balance. Spend at least 10 minutes on this each day. If you do this consistently, you'll begin to notice physical changes. Pain diminishes. Inflammation reduces. Recovery speeds up. In some cases, healing happens so quickly that even medical professionals are stunned. Now, let's go even deeper. There's a direct link between your emotions and your physical health. Emotions that are repressed, ignored, or buried don't just go away. They store themselves in your body as energetic blockages, and over time, they can turn into illness. For example, unprocessed anger often leads to muscle tension, digestive issues, or even liver problems. Deep sadness can weaken your immune system or create respiratory symptoms. Fear and anxiety can cause chronic fatigue, hormonal imbalance, or heart issues. The key is learning how to release these emotional energies before they become physical. Here's a powerful practice. Emotional energy release technique. Set aside a few minutes daily to sit quietly and tune into your emotional state. Ask yourself, what have I been avoiding feeling? Let the emotion rise, without judgment. Whether it's grief, rage, guilt, shame, let it show up. Now breathe deeply and imagine exhaling that energy out of your body. Visualize it leaving through your breath, your skin, or dissolving into light. As it releases, feel your body getting lighter, freer, clearer. If you practice this regularly, you'll notice not only emotional relief, but also physical improvements, especially if you've been dealing with mysterious, chronic symptoms that didn't respond to traditional approaches. Let's go one step further. What if you could change how others perceive you by manipulating your energy? Not in a deceptive or fake way, but by intentionally amplifying the best, most authentic version of yourself. This is where energetic self-image projection comes in. Use this before any event where you want to make a powerful impression. Close your eyes and visualize exactly how you want others to see you. Confident, wise, trustworthy, magnetic. Feel what it's like to be that version of yourself. Breathe it in. Own it. Walk into the room carrying that energy, without needing to say a word. The result? People respond to that vibration immediately. They'll say things like, "You have something about you. You make me feel calm/inspired/energized." Why? Because energy is communication, and it's more powerful than words. But there's a golden rule here. You can't project energy you don't truly feel. If you try to fake confidence while vibrating insecurity, people will feel the mismatch. Your energy has to be coherent, truthful, and aligned. That's why energy work is not about pretending. It's about activating what's already inside you and letting it shine. And once you begin doing this consistently, your whole experience of the world changes. People treat you differently. Opportunities find you. Health improves. Relationships shift. Not because the world changed, but because your energy did. Part 8. Becoming the conscious creator of your entire life. You've come a long way. At this point, you understand how energy works. You've learned how to protect your own, how to shift environments, how to heal your body and release blocked emotions, how to align with the future you want. Now it's time to take this even further. Because here's one of the most transformative truths you'll ever hear. You are the conscious creator of your entire life. Every moment, every experience, every person you attract, every emotion you feel, every result you get, it all reflects the energy you have consciously or unconsciously been projecting. That means that nothing in your life is random. Nothing is out of your hands. You are not a victim. You are a creator. Let that truth sink in. From today forward, you can no longer say, "I don't know why this keeps happening to me." Because now you do know. It's your energy. But here's the best part. That also means you can change it all. There is no situation you cannot transform. No limitation you cannot transcend. No future you cannot create. If you're willing to do the inner energetic work. Let's go even deeper. You can begin using energy not just to improve your life, but to completely reinvent yourself from the inside out. You see, the ultimate goal of energy work is not just to manifest stuff. Money, relationships, success, health. All of that is great. But the real magic happens when you realize this. The true purpose of energy manipulation is personal evolution. It's about becoming the most authentic, aligned, powerful version of yourself. The version you were always meant to be. And as you move in that direction, something beautiful happens. Your old desires begin to shift. You no longer obsess over money or status or things. Instead, you crave truth. You crave peace. You crave connection with your purpose, your heart, your higher self. And ironically, that's when all the external things begin to flow into your life effortlessly. Not because you chased them, but because you aligned your energy with who you really are. So here's the next step. Ask yourself the real question. Am I living from the energy of who I truly want to become? Or am I still projecting energies I inherited from my past, my family, or society? Be honest. Because the moment you answer this truthfully, you'll see what needs to change. And once you see it, you can shift it. Immediately. Use the techniques you've already learned. Visualize. Align. Heal. Protect. Create. Project the energy of the version of you that you want the world to meet. And do it every single day. Now, let's talk about the final key, the secret that determines whether you succeed or fail on this path. Consistency. None of this works if you do it once and forget. None of it works if you only apply it when you're desperate. This is a lifestyle, a daily discipline, a commitment to mastering your inner world. So here's your new daily routine. Morning. Visualize your day as you want it to unfold. Feel the energy you want to carry. Send it out. Walk into your day like the creator you are. Midday. Pause. Check your vibration. Are you aligned or off? If you're off, breathe. Realign. Reset. Before you sleep, visualize your future again. Feel it happening. Feel gratitude. Anchor your frequency for the next day. If you follow this consistently, you will become unstoppable. You will begin to notice that people treat you differently. You attract opportunities without effort. You feel calm, clear, strong. You recover faster. You grow faster. You create faster. And here's the most beautiful truth. There are no limits. The only limits are the ones you've unconsciously accepted. And now you know how to break them through energy. So from this day forward, you have no more excuses. You hold in your hands the most powerful tool imaginable, the conscious manipulation of energy. Use it. Use it to heal your body. Use it to attract real love. Use it to fulfill your purpose. Use it to create peace. Use it to become the you that you know you were born to be. Because you are not weak. You are not broken. You are not powerless. You are energy in motion. And energy, when focused, becomes reality. So here's your final task. Decide. Decide that from this moment forward, you will no longer live in reaction. You will no longer live by accident. You will no longer wait for life to change. You will be the one who changes it, not someday. Because now you know the truth. You are the conscious, powerful, infinite source of your own life. The only question that remains is this: are you ready to fully step into your power and create the life you were always meant to live? If the answer is yes, then get ready, because the most beautiful, powerful, and extraordinary journey of your entire life begins right now.